Opening. 3 pictures appear. One is of a woman giving a presentation behind a podium. Another photograph depicts 2 people engaged in a conversation. The other photograph is of a man explaining something to another man. The title reads Access Ed Project 2008 2-Day Symposium. Title transition to the next sequence of text. Access Ed Conference on Universal Design in Higher Education and Beyond. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, September 25th and 26th, 2008. Keynote speaker, Cheryl Bergstaller. Plenary, Universality of Captioning, Virginia Chiaverina. Video fades to black. Captioning on Media, Virginia Chiaverina. Virginia Chiaverina standing behind the podium talking to the audience.
Some of the basic questions people often ask are, I have this VHS tape, how do I know if it's captioned or not? Often instructors will call our office and say, well, I don't know whether my media is captioned or not. If it's the original box, something new, there's always the CC Universal Captioning symbol, as you see up here. But what we find in an educational environment, instructors often copy tapes from TV shows, they copy tapes that somebody else gave them 10 years ago. There's VHS tapes floating around that have been copied 4 times that who knows whether they're captioned. The only way you know is to put the tape in a VHS that's attached to a TV with the TVs, all TVs after 1992 by law have to have a decoder chip in them, and you can turn the captioning on. So often the only way you know, especially VHS tape, whether it's captioned is to give it a try. If you have a very, very old TV without a decoder chip, you have to have one of these old-fashioned decoder boxes that you hook up to your TV. They're really not used too much anymore because most people do have the newer TVs. The other thing to note is that if you do dub a VHS tape, you copy it, you do copy the caption. People often don't know that, but if you, let's say, you're an instructor and you've taped a public TV show and you want to show a clip in your class, if it's captioned, which the newer ones are, if it's 20 years ago, it probably won't be captioned, but a newer public TV are all captioned and you will have captured the captioning on your VHS tape. One caveat I want to really talk about up front is captioning the end-all be-all for all deaf, hard of hearing students? And I think we need to be aware that many deaf, hard of hearing, or I shouldn't say many, some deaf, hard of hearing individuals, because of their hearing loss, struggle with reading English. And reading English where caption goes by very quickly is a struggle for some deaf, hard of hearing individuals. So it's very important that we don't make an assumption that if I have something captioned, it's going to make it accessible to all individuals, especially with students in an elementary or secondary or high school. Captioning is going to be a struggle for access to some pieces of media, so that's very important to know. Also, I think some people are very surprised sometimes they may be working with a hard of hearing individual that in a one-on-one setting, speech reads, has enough residual hearing in a quiet environment, they don't use any other accommodations, but this hard of hearing individual will say to the instructor, I need all my media captioned. And the instructor's like, well, you're talking with me, you're reading my lips, how can you need something captioned? It's very important to remember, number one, accessibility in a one-on-one environment that's very quiet is different than accessibility in a classroom environment with a lot of background noise. Also, an individual who is relying on speech reading for a video, there's a lot of sound in the video, announcers off screen, a lot of sounds in the video that they will miss if they're speech reading. So it's very important when working with deaf and hard of hearing individuals to not make some assumptions about what their accommodation needs are. Often we get the reply from instructors, oh, you want that caption? Oh, that video's not important. You know, that's not really important. Let's not worry about that. You're telling a student that, oh, I'm showing this, but it's not important for you. And I think it's important, full access is full access. This is just for you history buffs. I'm going to run through this quickly. I feel like this is sort of Jeopardy, but I won't ask you to shout out the answers. When were steno machines invented? Anyone want to guess?
1953.
Let's see. Very good. She said 1953. First open TV caption programs? Not close, open. The French chef.
Yeah.
1972. It's been a while. How about first closed caption? And when they're talking about line 21, I'm no techie, but this is some sort of hidden line in the VHS tape where that closed caption resides. Anyone want to guess? 76. How about real time, where you turn the TV on and a program is captioned? Any guesses?
After 88, the 90s.
Very good, 80s. 1982, ABC World News Tonight. First live caption TV show.
Wow.
He said it seems pretty proactive. 1982?
For ABC.
For ABC. For ABC. Yeah. And I think I've already given this one away. And when was the law that mandated that all TVs over 13-inch have a built-in decoder?
Yeah.
I think I said 92. Important year, 90.
It was passed in 93 to effect, or passed in 92 to effect in 93.
Oh, thank you, then I wasn't wrong. Past 92 took effect 93.
The R2D2 Center logo appears. Below reads, "Copy and distribute freely, but use in its entirety and do not alter. Access Ed Project Copyright 2009, Rehabilitation, Research, Design, and Disability, R2D2 Center." Please visit us at access-ed.r2d2.uwm.edu. The Access Ed project is supported in part by the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Post-Secondary Education, PR Award number P33A050090. The Access Ed documents contained in this video are those of the grantee and do not necessarily reflect directly on the U.S. Department of Education.